So, Floyd has asked this beautiful question. Will going to jungle help in meditation? Well, before I answer this question, let me explain why certain masters talked about leaving the world and detaching yourself from the world, and that only can help. So, some of these masters are Buddha. He clearly told people that you have to live a very, very minimum life, disconnect yourself from the world. Mahavira said the same thing. And also, Shankaracharya did the same thing. He started this whole tradition of sannyasis that you give up your family, give up the society, and then go to jungle. Now, why did they do that? See, all these masters came when Kali Yuga just began. Now, Kali Yuga is a period of a very low consciousness. So, when the consciousness goes very low, the world becomes full of unconscious happenings. And the consciousness is so sparse that if you live in the world, there is no way you can experience the consciousness. So, what you do, you go out of the world, live in aloneness, live minimum life, and when you live the minimum life, the hold of the world on you will reduce, and then you will start to get in touch with some kind of consciousness. But then that experience of consciousness is not very deep. It's a very surface experience. Why this is a surface experience? Because your patterns are still there. It is just that you have gone away from the world and the world is minimum. Those patterns have now no more triggering you. They have kind of gone to the sleep. See, that is why all the masters of that era, they talked about thought awareness. None of them talked about emotional awareness. Why they talked about thought awareness? Because thoughts are very surface. If once you are clear what your life is, once you are clear, you will live the same life morning to night, day after day. If there is absolutely no excitement in your life, the thoughts will go down. And there will be certain kind of peace and tranquility. But your patterns have gone to sleep, they are no more triggering, so this peace cannot be very deep. So this whole process of leaving the world, going to jungle, was very essential in that era. Because it was Kali Yuga, it was the beginning of Kali Yuga. Now we have already entered Dwapar Yuga. That means the consciousness is suddenly rising. So now we have an opportunity to work on our triggers, work on our deep emotional patterns. So living in the world actually is very, very helpful. Because when you live in the world, your patterns will trigger and then you will explore, then you will go deep and then you will discover the psychic imprints and then you will clean. The psychic imprints will dissolve into the soul and your soul will be empowered and you will attain the deeper bliss. So actually the world is now very helpful. Anyone who now leaves the world, goes to jungle or whatever, he can never attain to any truth. In this age, I am talking about this age. Yes, of course, when you have lived a very action-packed life and there have been a hurricane in your life, after that, of course, go to a very peaceful place, go to a resort, go to a hill station and just enjoy relaxation. Just enjoy the serenity. Because in that serenity, you will again connect yourself with the cosmic potential, with what cosmic guidance is for you, But then you have to again come back. You cannot just decide. It is just not possible now, actually. If you see, even if you decide, okay, this place is very peaceful, how much you can stay there? Because this life is a kind of a melody between the peace, bliss, and the action. So there has to be peace and there has to also be action. So this is the true path of evolution. Floyd, I hope I have answered your question. Thank you.